Hey guys, so if you've been following this channel, you probably know that we usually cover guns, but this is something a little bit different. I just bought this. This is an actual Japanese samurai sword. They call it a family sword because it's been in families for generations. It was not. This was not a Japanese military issue sword like some of the swords that were manufactured before and during World War II. This one is anywhere apparently from 1600s to 1800s, the manufacturer. I've actually been collecting samurai swords since I was a little kid, but the ones that I've owned previously were not actual originals. They were, either Chinese, Japanese, or even Spanish modern reproductions. This one is the first original Japanese samurai sword that I've ever purchased. So from the information that I bought this from a friend of mine who is a collector of historic militaria. So apparently the blade itself is the really old part. We actually knocked out the grip here, the suba, and we looked under the grip, and it's got the inscription of the manufacturer. So I can't read Japanese, but he actually found someone who does, and the translation was this: Nashu Ichihara Michihiro. So that apparently is the name of the sword maker in Japan who made it. There was no date or anything, but based just on what it looks like, this blade is, again, 1600s to 1800s. Very nicely made, handmade steel blade. Not stainless steel, so you got to be careful not to touch it because it will rust and damage the steel. These other parts apparently are later. These are from more recent times, possibly 20th century, maybe World War II. It's actually got the original, I believe it's stingray skin is what's under here, and the wooden grip. Somebody seems to have lacquered this part over here. These ties on the grip seem to have been lacquered. So that is that's newer, and then also the sheath, if that's what it's called, is newer as well. So if anybody has any information about this, I would certainly appreciate giving it to me. Let me know in the comments, because just beginning my journey of collecting original Japanese swords, I find this really beautiful and fascinating. So if any of you can tell me what this means, or any ideas as to when this was manufactured, I would really appreciate it. Either way, enjoy. If I have other cool stuff that I come by that I can show you guys, I'll definitely try to make a video about it. But this is definitely one cool Japanese katana. Imagine the history in that. It could have been carried by a Japanese officer during World War II. Who knows how far this goes? Could go back to the Tokugawa shogunate. Anything's possible, but I'd appreciate any info that you guys can give me about this. I would certainly very much appreciate in the comments, so enjoy.